Hello, everyone. I am here. I'm gonna do a quick sound check real quick, and then we'll be good to jump right in. I'm gonna make sure the music sounds probably a little bit louder tonight. I feel like it could have been a little bit louder in the VOD, so yeah. Also, I want to see how the mic is doing. It's really weird because it'll be like alright or decent for like an hour and a half, and then it just either I don't know if it's just like the thing gets bumped or what. So I don't know. I need to get a new mic ultimately. That's what's gonna happen one of these days. So I'm just gonna keep talking for another minute and then let me sound check real quick. Be right back. Okay, I think we're gonna call that good. If it ends up being too loud, just leave a comment. Let me know. We will fix it. Alright, Day. I'm assuming you're here. Are you ready? Are you ready to jump on in? Hold on, let me get this pulled up. Oh goodness, I literally did this last time. How do I do this? Oh. Okay. Hello.
Hi there. How's
How's
it
it?
going?
It's going pretty well. What about for you?
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Awesome. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to balance the sound with you as well. Okay,
Oh, you have to balance me.
yes, because I feel like you were too soft even still last time.
Really?
Yeah, I at least... Okay, here we go. At least I felt like I did manage to watch the VOD back all the way through. Since last time I took
Awesome.
my little notes, so
Mm-hmm.
my goal is to make clips within the next like day or two.
Mm-hmm. I
Okay,
love that.
thank you. Hopefully that'll be better. Also,
Yes.
hello, I am here.
Yay.
Cool. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do it.
Let's go. Alright. Where did we last leave off? Or actually, sorry,
Um,
the recap rather.
recap. Yes, let me recap here. Pull it up. So last session, you woke up on a familiar ship and found yourself in the stables with no memory of anything before that exact moment. You met a woman named Octavia who said that you'd both been drinking the night before and had wound up passing out in the stables. The pair of you, sorry, decided to go to Octavia's patron's temple to ask him to restore your memories. She took you to a local restaurant where the owner seemed to know you. On your walk back to the boat, several merchants also seemed to know you, and one informed you that your name is Phaedron. You fought a giant crab on the docks and then set sail where you encountered and battled a sea creature. You docked in a very small fishing settlement and walked into a valley where you met a small kobold. You fed the kobold and he gave you a slimy necklace chain in thanks. You found a man sleeping by a lake and watched Octavia go through his bag but decided not to take anything. You walked through a dense forest, fought some goblins, discovered you're a cleric, and rested at an inn. While reading the journal you found in your room, you discovered that you were previously living in a forest town full of Eladrin like yourself, and you discovered that your town sent you on a journey to investigate something, but you were vague and secretive about it in your journal. You currently know that you are an Eladrin, some sort of cleric, and are 6 feet tall. Your max hit points are 11, your strength score is 15, your dex score is 13, perception is +6, insight +6, history +3, investigation +1, and stealth +1, and you are now waking up at the inn.
Perfect. That was an
Okay.
amazing recap. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, thank you. Do you have any questions before we send it?
I think I'm good if you are.
I am good. All right. The sounds around you are much different than they were on the boat. Although you've only retained memories from the past day, you were somewhat used to waking up to the sounds of waves breaking on the shore, the chatter of fishermen and merchants setting up for the day, gulls calling for scraps of food, and heavy boots walking across the dock. Now you wake up to the soft calls of birds. The winds in the trees remind you of a home you've long forgotten, comforting despite how unfamiliar it is. You can make out the soft clinking of dishware downstairs, reminding you of the inn that you've arrived at. You open your eyes, taking in the small room once more before getting up to the day for the day. What would you like to do?
Perfect. Let's meet up with Octavia and see if we're ready for some breakfast. I'm
All
hungry.
right. Where are you looking for Octavia?
She was, what, across the hall, I believe? Or wait, do I know where she was?
You can look across the hall.
Hold on, feel like I remember this. I feel like there was only a couple rooms. I feel like there wasn't a lot here. Or maybe we just got lucky, we just had rooms next to each other or something. But I will, what, investigate?
Yeah, you can roll history to see if you remember which room she was in.
Oh, nice. Okay, so history. Roll. I got a 13.
Ooh, 13 is your first roll. You do remember that this room or this inn only has 2 rooms in it, and she is in the other one, which is across the hall from you.
Oh, so perfect. So she is across the hall.
Yes, she is,
Nice.
just like on the boat. All
Wow.
right. You get up for the day, gather your gear and your journal back into your bag, and you head across the hall to meet up with Octavia. She opens the door and is also dressed for the day, though looks a little bit more tired and disheveled than you think that you do, and greets you a bit groggily with a "Good morning."
Good morning, Octavia. How'd you sleep?
I've slept better. You ready for breakfast?
I'm starving. Let's go.
All right. And she leads the way down the stairs to the bottom of the inn. There aren't really any other patrons in the inn. You see someone cleaning tables, but other than that, it is just the two of you as you approach sort of the bar where you would order food.
Sweet. Let's go.
Um, yeah, after a moment, someone comes out from the back, and you recognize her as the same person that gave you your keys last night. And she asks what you would like to eat.
Hmm. Octavia, have we been here before?
Uh, this inn, and she stops to think for a minute, then goes, I don't think so.
Well, trying to figure out what's good here. What I'm in the mood for.
Oh, I see. And she sort of glances over a handwritten menu that's written in common, and then points out a breakfast platter to you.
That sounds delicious. I'll take
All
2
right.
of them.
All right, 2 of them. And the woman behind the counter jots this down on a small pad of paper, and then says, "That'll be 2 gold."
Clink, clink. There you go.
All right, she takes your money and heads to the back to begin preparing the food. This seems to be staffed by just the 2 people, the one cleaning the tables and one who is making food, taking orders and such. And it doesn't take long for your food to be brought out and set on the bar. You see that you have some sort of eggs that are much larger than the ones that you are used to. Some bacon on the side and 2 pieces of toast from a strange, almost braided looking bread.
This looks incredible. I'm ready to
And
just dig in.
Octavia nods in agreement, and her face is already very full of food.
Perfect.
She's got like half a piece of toast in her mouth and is like, mm-hmm, with a thumbs up.
Perfect. I'm just gonna devour this real quick.
Yes, your breakfast is very good. The bread is almost malleable and is difficult to hold on to, and you're not entirely sure what it's made of, but it is quite good. And you finish your breakfast and are ready to set out for the day.
Awesome. Let's go.
Octavia leads the way as you head out of the inn, and as you walk through town, you pass by several shops. There's one selling rations, one selling small weapons, and one selling shields. As you glance in your bag, you see that you have about 5 days worth of rations in the form of crab right now, which seems plenty to you.
Yep. I am
Right, you
so
can.
sorry. I was writing stuff down. Can you repeat that last part?
You're good. As you head into town, you pass by a couple of shops. There's one selling rations, one selling small weapons, and one selling shields. As you look into your bag, you notice that you have about 5 days worth of rations in the form of various crab dishes right now, which should be plenty for your journey.
Okay. Do we have any shields though?
You do not have a shield.
Octavia, what do you think? Think we should get some shields? Worth the investment?
Shields are always helpful to have, she says, and she starts walking towards the booth that sells shields.
I mean, can't hurt to take a look.
Yeah. So the way that shields work, you can raise them as a reaction, and when raised, it will add 2 to your armor class.
Nice.
Yep. So it would bring yours from a 16 to an 18.
Cool.
A true cleric AC.
Um, how much does a shield cost?
As you approach the booth, you glance at the shields. And you can see that there is a wide range in styles of shield, from very, very simple ones all the way up to gem encrusted ones, which almost strikes you as a bit unusual considering how small the town is. But you do admire the craftsmanship. As you glance around, you do see that there are prices listed on the shields, and the simpler ones are around 5 gold pieces, while the more elaborate ones go all the way up to hundreds of gold.
Oh, wow. How much gold do we have on us, Octavia?
Me?
Well, between the two
I've
of
only
us.
got like 10 or 11, she says.
Okay, so you're looking at 10 or 11. I look in my bag and see I have... I don't know how many gold.
I don't know how many gold you have me there. Let me look.
I know I got some from the goblins, I believe.
Yes, you did get some from the goblins. We can just call it like somewhere around 50 if that's cool with you, because I have not been keeping track of that.
Wait, 50? Like 50?
Yeah, you got some for the crab. You
Oh,
did find some
yeah.
on the goblins, and I think you found some gold in a third place that I am not recalling at this moment. So I'd call
Oh,
it 50.
well, oh wait, I have the chain. That's what I have, the slimy chain as well. I don't know if that's worth
You do
anything.
you do also have a slimy chain. You could always wash it, and then it would just be a normal chain.
Yeah, and then I could maybe barter that as well. But I should
You
have enough
could,
gold for a shield. I'm thinking
yeah.
long term.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, the simpler ones that are just sort of a sheet of metal with some very simple carvings and embellishments are right around 5 gold, and then as they get more and more elaborate, they do get more expensive as well.
Okay, let's see. Maybe we could go for some rather basic, but maybe like not the cheapest. One for each of
Hmm.
us. Are you interested
Ooh,
in a shield, Octavia?
I would like a shield, she says, and she's looking at some, and she's touching one that's made of a darker metal. That's closer to the 5 gold end of things.
No. Get you at least. We have enough. We could each get 10 gold, right?
You
Think we could spare 20 gold?
and she sort of is eyeing like another shield to the left of that that's also made of darker metal, but does have a carving of a snake in it, and she goes, "Well, I suppose we could do 20 gold."
Okay, let's go for it.
All right. The shop owner sort of perks up as you're discussing and says, "Can I help you with anything?"
Yeah, so just to clarify, the snake shield is 10 gold, so we can get two
Yeah.
of them, right?
Yep, you could get to him.
Okay, yes, that's what I would like to do. We want 2 snake shields, please.
Well, an excellent choice. And they come around and unhook the snake shield that Octavia is looking at and hand it to her. And then they pull another one down from higher up and hand that to you, and then hold their hand up for the gold.
Alright, here's the 20 gold for you. Pleasure doing business.
Yes, thank you very much. And they return back to their side of the podium. So you now have a shield, and so does Octavia.
Sweet. And so I'm meeting the cost of that in my own gold. So that leaves us with leaves me with what, 30, I believe?
30, yes.
Okay.
It's your first shopping episode.
Yay! We love shopping.
We do. All right.
Perfect.
And Octavia turns to you and goes, "You ready to head out?"
I'm ready. I think we're
All
pretty
right.
good on our weapons right now, don't you think? Or
And
what do you
she
think?
begins sort of like glancing through her weapons, and you can tell as she's like looking herself over that she's got at least 11 daggers strapped to various spots on her body.
You're joking.
Yep, she's got a lot.
You know what? I'm gonna say we're good.
I think so, she says, and sort of like begins tucking daggers back away.
Perfect. Let's go.
Right, and she leads the march sort of out of town, and despite how tired she looks, she does seem to be in good spirits today as she energetically leads you along. And you head back into the forest and out of this small town that you spent the night in. You As you travel into the forest further, the trees start to get a little bit more dense, but not anywhere near as dense as they were when you walked into town. And you continue walking for a bit, and go ahead and roll me just a perception check.
Perfect.
See what you see.
10.
And it's +6, so that would make it a 16. And with your
Nice.
16, as you're looking around, you notice that these are a different type of tree even than the ones that were on the way into the forest. This seems to be a slightly different type of soil that grows different trees, and you find that you actually recognize some of the types of trees, though you've long forgotten their names. I feel like you've seen some of these before. And as you continue walking and sort of taking in these familiar looking types of trees, you slow down almost to a stop, and Octavia sort of encourages you to keep moving, but after a moment you see something carved into a tree, and you feel almost drawn to it.
Do you see that? Does that look
And
familiar to you?
she sort of stops to take a look, and cocks her head at this almost rune-like inscription in this tree, and she goes, "No, I've never seen anything like that, and I work with a lot of runes." And she seems suddenly very interested in it now, and walks over to the tree.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, as you get closer, you can see that it's less of a rune and more of an intricate shape that's been carved into the tree at about chest level on you. And you don't recognize this symbol, but it still feels familiar despite you feeling like you've never really seen it before.
Hmm. There's just something about it. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Hmm. Octavia begins examining like all around the tree and up and down and the back of it, but she doesn't seem to be making much progress on whatever this could be.
Hmm. Can I ask, is it glowing or anything? Or is
You
it
don't
just
see
like a
it
carving?
glowing. You just see that it is a carving. It doesn't appear to be glowing at all.
Okay.
It's just a carving in a tree. What would you like to do?
Can I investigate it any further? Like, I
Yeah,
don't
you
know,
could roll
feeling it or
investigation.
something?
You just kind of saw this as you were walking through. You could roll investigation.
Okay. Let's do it. Got a 19.
19.
Close.
That's a pretty darn good roll.
I'll take
You
it.
peer at this symbol, tilting your head, getting a different angle on it, looking at it, and you can see that although it looks carved into the tree, the bark is grown completely over it. There's no spots where the bark has been chipped away to make this carving. It's almost like this tree grew into this symbol, like it's just an indent into the side of this tree. The bark is completely unscathed here. And as you're investigating it and finding this odd, you reach up and touch, running your fingers over the symbol, and you like slide your fingers over this, and as you cover up the center and then your hand moves along, there is suddenly a slot opened in the center of this carving, and it's shaped like a strange kind of leaf, not one that you've ever seen before.
Huh. That's fascinating.
It is fascinating, and Octavia's peering at this as well, kind of looking at the leaf slot, touching it.
Do you know what this is?
No, I mean, I've never seen a tree that opens to a little slot. I don't know. She is inspecting it further, and she pulls out a dagger and then seems to think better of it and puts it back away, and continues just inspecting this little slot.
Yeah. Better leave this where we found it.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Hmm.
test my fate today. Not like
I,
this.
yeah, I guess I don't know what we'd. And she stops and looks at you, and then says, your necklace. And
My,
you look down and you realize that you are wearing a silver necklace that matches that carving in the tree perfectly, a small leaf.
huh. Well, this changes things. Is this mine?
Do you think it's like a key?
I mean, how else was I able to open it?
I, I, I don't know. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, should we, like, I don't know, close it and you try to open it or something?
I can maybe does it go in like a key almost?
Does it? I only one way to find out. Let me just.
You lift the pendant up to the tree and place it in this sort of indent, shaped just like your necklace, and the tree sort of opens up, and you can feel this more than you can see an opening of things. The symbol begins to glow, and you can sense that you can pass through now.
Let's go.
Yeah, you walk directly into the trunk of this tree and pass through it almost like an illusion. And as you walk down, you find this stone staircase behind this tree, and you begin to descend. As you go down, you can almost smell the change in the soil as you get deeper in. And you descend this staircase into a large room, a surprisingly large room considering that it's just in the middle of the woods behind a tree, full of seemingly random objects. You glance around and you see a number of things from weapons to cookware to just little trinkets that you can't make much sense of. But across the room, you see a very large mirror with 2 gems set above it.
What's that? Let's go check it out.
And you look over at Octavia and see that she's just scooping trinkets into her bag right now, but kind of stops and starts to head over towards the mirror.
Alright, let's investigate.
All right, go ahead and roll me investigation.
Another 10.
All right, so that will be with your investigation. That makes it an 11. You begin to take a look around, but you're drawn to this mirror at the front of the room, and you walk up to it and begin to inspect it. You see that the 2 gems set above are green, but they almost look dull in their color. They're this dull, almost murky green shade, where they're set above the mirror, and they strike you as kind of strange. They're not placed as in a very decorative fashion. This is a very odd spot on the mirror to set these 2 gems. They really aren't even fully symmetrical in where they're placed. As you look at the mirror, you see that there are 2 bowls quite near it on 2 small pedestals. One is on either side of the mirror. And as you glance at the bowls, you see that one has a symbol for fire on it, and another has a symbol for the earth element.
Nice. I wonder what. This is not a coincidence. How
It
do
can't be.
these
I
relate?
mean, how many trees can you just walk through?
I mean, right? You know, you have a point. Fair point. I'm trying to remember what this
You can roll
means.
history to try and remember if you want.
Yeah, let's roll history.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a history roll.
18.
18, is that without your +3?
Yeah, that's without.
So with your +3, that brings it over a 20. You suddenly remember this tree in very vivid detail. You can remember standing in front of, not necessarily this exact tree, but one extremely similar to it before. You remember opening them with your necklace before. You know that this has to do with whoever sent you here with your and whatever reason you were sent on this journey for. You know that this is related to the quest that you were on, and can deduce that this means you've been going in the right direction. This means you've been going the direction you were sent to go in by your people, since this tree was placed here for you to find and be able to open up.
Wow. Did you get all that, Octavia?
Yeah, what?
I know at least somewhat what this is. We're on the right path.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad we're on the right path. And she's kind of seems more interested in like what in the room might be valuable that she can take again, and slightly less interested in the mirror at this point. Yeah, and with your 21 history roll, you can remember that there's more to this room than just the room, you think the mirror opens somehow.
Okay, so we have a fire and an earth bowl,
Yes, you
right?
do.
Along with
Mhm.
the gems.
Yes, there are 2 gems above the mirror, and both look strangely murky in color.
Can the gems be removed from the mirror?
You reach up and try to pry the gems out, but you're not able to get them to go anywhere. They seem pretty fixed in the mirror.
Okay, sounds good.
Mhm.
Hold on, can I pause out of character?
Of course.
Thank you, Mark, for paying your taxes, and congrats on the first.
Yes, thank you, Mark.
Yes, thank you. And I'm also gonna pause and drink some water real quick.
Yeah, go for it. I've been drinking tea. I always drink green tea when I DM.
That
Hi,
is such a
Mark.
good
Love
idea.
you.
Hello. Oh, and thank you for paying your taxes today.
You're welcome.
Oh, you're Prime? Okay, hold on. I don't want you to be primeless. That wouldn't be good. The problem is Twitch is so silly and won't let you do it now.
Oh.
On mobile.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It makes you go on PC.
And
And
I
every time my
unfortunately have.
Prime to Zine expires, I have to go log in on my laptop and pull it up and resubscribe.
The problem is he can't do that when I'm streaming on the desktop.
Oh, that's true.
There we go. I don't want you to get ads. There we go. Okay, hopefully we should be good.
Absolutely.
He's back. Oh, yep, he was stuck in an ad. Okay, perfect. All right. So
Yes, so you
we've
have
discovered
this.
the room.
Yes, you have this bowl on the left-hand side that has a fire symbol on it, and a bowl on the right-hand side of the mirror that has an earth symbol on it.
Is the mirror okay? How is the mirror like located in the room? Is it fixed against the wall? Is it like a standalone mirror?
So it is fixed up against the wall, and you can deduce that it's maybe set into the wall, almost like a door.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was like it's like a door type of situation or if it was like a cabinet, like lock safe kind of situation.
It seems like a door, and this mirror is exceptionally large. Even with your 6-foot figure, this stretches high above you and is at least 6 feet across.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Hmm. I'm trying to think. Do I can't just like cast fire or something?
You can try whatever you'd like.
Can we like light the bowl on fire and put earth or a
Yeah,
plant or something in the bowls?
you have a tinder box in your bag. It's just assumed that like basically everyone who travels has a tinder box, which you could use to start a fire in the bowl if you want to.
Okay. Fascinating. Wait, so what all wait, hold on, what is this? What all comes in this?
This is a tinder box, so it is like small, like a flint and steel type fire starter. You would have bits of twine that you could use to light, and then increasingly larger sizes of wood to build a fire with.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, so you would have just standard adventuring gear on you. Every character, when they're starting, no matter what their background or class is, gets some type of pack. So you have an explorer's pack. I don't entirely know what's in there, but it's assumed that you would have rope, about 50 feet worth. You would have a tinder box. You would have torches that you could light. You would have common clothes, and you would have like a mess kit.
Okay. Awesome.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I
Yeah.
want to
So
try
if
to light
you
a fire in this bowl.
go ahead and roll me a survival check.
And I assume D20?
Mhm.
I got a 4.
+4 makes it an 8. With your 8, so you now know that your survival is +4. This is like the only time you
Nice.
will ever use it.
Oh, good to
Survival is not
know.
a very common check, but still good to know. Yes. You are able to, even with an 8, get a fire started in the bowl. You think that if you had been trying to start really like a campfire, this probably wouldn't have worked out. But as you are able to catch the piece of twine with a few sparks from your flint and steel, it ignites into a roaring flame within the bowl almost by magic.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Okay, so now that that's going, just, trying to think, would I need like a plant or dirt? Maybe a history check? Would that help?
You could roll a history check.
Let's roll a history check. Oh, I got a
Yeah.
1.
Okay.
I'm not remembering anything.
That's not gonna help. You try and think back, but are met by just sort of this wall in your mind of sort of when you lost your memory that you really just can't get past. But you do know that you do notice just sort of glancing around that the stairs are to lead up are still open, and it seems like you'd be able to go back out of the tree if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's go find a plant. Something that seems to feel right.
Okay, yeah. Um, You head up on up the stairs and ascend back out of the tree. And on this side, it's sort of a glowing doorway that you pass through, and then you're standing back outside in front of the tree, with the glowing rune carved into it. And you take a look around, and you see that there's dirt and plant life all around you, from grass poking up to ferns to small white flowers that are just poking up around you, as well as a plethora of trees.
Hmm.
Mark wants to know if you want real dice. He says he has some.
Oh, snap. I
With
don't know if
real
I
dice,
have
you
a
can
good...
put them in dice jail if you don't like them and what they're rolling.
You know what? That's a good point. It can't hurt, right? I
It
should be
can't
able
hurt.
to roll here. Yeah, if you don't
I
mind, I
always roll
did...
mine on my mouse pad.
Okay, so yeah, hopefully then... Okay, this might work.
Yeah,
I would love to
you
have,
got
like,
this.
maybe we can have a dice cam at some point, too.
That would be super fun.
Okay. I was... In the meantime, because I don't need to roll quite yet.
No, yeah. So you're looking around and you do see a number of plant life around you.
Let's just go for... I don't want to disturb the ecosystem too much. Let's find something that there's a good bit of. I assume the more common, it's meant to be here, right? That would make sense.
Yeah, yeah, you look around and it seems like the most abundant thing are these small white flowers which poke up around the base of most of the trees.
Ooh, let's get some of those.
All right,
Awesome.
yeah, you walk over and you pick a couple of the tiny white flowers and descend back down the staircase.
Okay. Then I'm gonna take these little white flowers and put them in the earth bowl.
All right, you go ahead and you take the white flowers and you set them in the bowl, and there's sort of almost a rush of air as a green light glows from the bowl. And as you look back at the mirror, you see that one of the two green gems is now glowing, and it seems like it looked murky before because it was dull and not lit.
Oh. Alright. Is there like a handle or does it just open up?
You take another look at the mirror and you don't see any sort of handle, and it doesn't seem to have opened either. You glance at it and you can see that it's surrounded by this gold trim, almost like a picture frame. And as you try and pull at the
Thank you.
trim at the frame, it doesn't really seem to be opening.
Perfect. Oh my goodness. Thank you. So sorry.
You're good. You're good.
I have a bunch now. Thank you. I think I
Ooh.
also have one from Vanna as well somewhere. I'll find it later.
Hi,
Okay.
bye.
Oh, he just left. But
No, that's okay.
I know he says hi back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the mirror does not seem to be opening yet.
Oh no. Okay. Then I want to look for a handle or some kind of something. Or if I have to use magic to open it. I mean, I feel like I've
Yeah.
already used magic, right?
Why don't you roll investigation on the mirror and see what you can figure out here?
Oh, okay. I gotta find the D20. This one.
You got this.
Okay. I got a 4.
4. All right. So with your +1, that makes it a 5. You glance around the edge of the mirror, trying to find a handle or anything, and you sort of feel around the gold frame, but it doesn't really feel like it's giving at all. You don't really see any sort of handle. Looking at the gems, there's one that's lit and one that's not lit, that's dull, and neither of them really seems to press in or turn in any way.
Oh wait, you said one is lit and one is not lit.
Yes, one has lit up
Oh,
whenever you filled the bowls.
whenever I fill both of them?
Yeah, when you filled both of the bowls with their respective things, both glowed, and then the green gem above the mirror lit. One of the two green gems lit.
Oh, okay, so something else around here. I'm missing something.
Huh.
Can I
I'll
look
let
around
you do
the
another
room?
investigation roll because you've realized that you're missing something else.
Okay. Also, hi Mufu. It's going really well. How are you doing?
I'll say
Uh,
you're good, Mark.
also, Day, how are you doing, by the way?
I'm good. I'm good.
Awesome. We'd love to hear that.
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
so go ahead and roll me investigation and roll better this time so I can tell you more stuff.
14. That's
14
better.
is much better. So it totals to 15. As you look at the mirror, you're glancing around the edge again, trying to see what there is to see, and you glance into the mirror, and you realize that you stand alone in it. And you kind of turn back and look around the room, and you see that where Octavia is standing, she should be visible in this mirror. But when you look back to the reflection, she is not in it.
Whoa.
And as you continue to inspect sort of the mirror in the room and the reflection in the room, you notice that that's not the only thing that's different between the reflection and the actual room. You see that there is a small clock propped up against a table, and when you're glancing between this mirror and the reflection, you see that it's not in the reflection.
Hmm. Let's go look at that clock.
You go over and look at the clock and see that it is just sort of a simple clock propped up against the leg of the table. It lifts easily. Yeah.
Hmm. Can we like look inside the clock, see if there's anything in there, or
Absolutely. Yeah, you can roll. I'll let you do perception on the clock.
okay. A 19.
Ooh. With a 19, as you glance at the clock, you pop it open, you see the typical mechanisms inside. It seems to be very ordinary, but it just seems like it's not supposed to be here.
Hmm. Then let's just Octavia, can you try something
Yeah.
for me?
Yeah. What's up?
Do you mind taking this clock just outside for just a second? I want to try something.
Okay, I guess. And she takes the clock from you and heads back up the stairs, looking kind of suspicious, but she goes up nonetheless. And as soon as she and this clock are out of sight of the mirror, the second gem lights and the mirror swings open.
Whoa. Okay, I've
Yeah.
gotta tell her about this. Please forgive me. I gotta keep going. She'll
Yeah, you head
understand.
through the mirror. And it leads to a small room, much smaller than this sort of big, almost false entrance of a room that you were in before with the mirror. And you find inside there is a small table and chest of drawers. And as you are going through it, you find a blank journal that looks almost identical to the one that you have that's filled with this sort of cryptic encoded writing. You find a bag of 20 gold pieces, 15 rations, and a whetstone that you can sharpen your weapons on.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Also, pause real quick.
Yes.
Aw, I hope you feel better. Like, more than alright, but I'm glad to know. Good to hear. Definitely make sure
Mhm.
you get some food and some drinks, some water.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
You're good. You're good.
I'm gonna. Can I investigate the stuff or can I just take the
Absolutely. You can
stuff?
investigate. Yeah.
Can I guess what I want to do investigate or what I want to do like a history to see if like I remember these things as mine or something?
You can do either.
I want to do a history check. I want to do like a history check of either this
Okay,
room or
go
the
ahead and
items. I don't know
do.
which.
Go ahead and just roll me a history,
Okay.
and I'll tell you what you can remember.
Uh, is this? Hold on. I can't tell if this is a 5. Okay, yeah, that's a 15. I rolled 15.
15. All right, 15, which totals to 18. As you look around the room, you're sort of hit with memories of just sort of vaguely being in rooms like this before, and you do feel like you're able to take the things that are here. Like this is almost a sort of a rest stop for you to resupply at. And you also just almost acting off instinct from based on these vague memories, you reach into the top drawer and press a button hidden inside the drawer almost automatically, causing a side of the door to pop open. As you reach inside, you find a second necklace similar to the one that you're wearing, and you find a strange magnifying glass.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna take these as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can I inspect, like, should I inspect the necklace with this magnifying glass?
And if you want to, yeah, you raise the glass to your eye and take a look through it at the necklace, and the necklace glows with a sort of magic. And as you look around the room through this magnifying glass, you realize that you can see the magic around you in this room. Enchantments. As you look down, you can see your own innate magical aura. As the magic that flows through your blood, you can see it through this magnifying glass.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
Okay. I am so sorry.
You're good.
I was
You're good. Go ahead
also
and.
doing a hydrate real quick.
Ooh, I will hydrate as well. Thank you,
Yes.
Matthew.
Oh, perfect. Everybody should hydrate.
Yes.
I will need more water here whenever we hit break time, because
Yeah.
we're going to be extra prepared. Drink lots of water today.
Yes.
Okay. So, is there anything else that I'm missing in here? Is there
You
anything else in the
don't
room?
think so based on your history roll. You can't remember anything else being hidden away.
Or like any extra doorways or anything?
You could roll perception to see if there's anything else, any other sorts of doorways or hidden compartments or things like that.
Yeah. Okay, so roll for perception. A 15 again. I don't know how I managed that one.
Plus 6 makes it a 21. This dice must like you.
It does.
You take a look around and you take in the room once more with the small table, chest of drawers, a small makeshift cot on the floor, but you don't really see anything else. You see just the things that you found already.
Okay. Also, I'm so sorry. I know Stella is barking.
That's okay. Hi, Stella. Right.
I'm so sorry in advance if she gets loud again for a second. She probably will. The neighbor's dogs got out. Or not, they got let
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah, so they're gonna bark
Yeah.
at each other for a minute, unfortunately.
Oh dear. That's all right. That's all right. I guess there's a dog outside the tree barking.
Yes, yes, don't mind it. Octavia found a friend.
Yeah, she did.
Okay, then if there's nothing else for me in here, um, hmm, would my journal do me any good here? You think maybe I could have some good luck if I try? Oh wait, I have to be like resting for that, don't I?
You can look at it at your long rest, but you could look at it now if you wanted to.
Just
I can let you take a
maybe
look.
being here might bring back some extra memories or something.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Give me history.
I rolled a 4 and my history is what, 3?
Yeah, so
Okay.
7.
So 7 total.
Yeah, you begin to glance at the next page of your journal, but you're so overwhelmed by all of the memories that have come back today that you can't make out much. It seems to be the next page seems to start with sort of a log of your journey, of the parts that you can't remember. So the first page was sort of that you were sent out by the Eladrin to investigate something on some sort of journey, and the second page seems to be starting to tell of the actual journey itself.
Okay. Well, I guess that's good for right now. I should probably head back up to Octavia. I'm sure she's wondering what's going on right now.
All right. You head back through the mirror, which swings shut behind you, extinguishing the lights in the bowls, and back up the stairs and out of the tree through the glowing sort of doorway. And you find Octavia kind of standing outside, tapping her foot, holding a clock.
Hi. Okay. Wait. I
Hi.
forgot about the clock. I forgot you still had that thing.
Well, yeah, the one you told me to take outside.
You're not gonna believe what just happened.
Well, what? Tell me.
So, as soon as you and the clock left, boom, mirror
Boom?
opened up. No, not
What?
boom. Don't worry. Do not be alarmed. No explosions today. Not this
I
time.
didn't hear any.
No. So, look at what I found, and then I present to her all the glorious things.
Oh, interesting. Why do you think they were? I mean, they were inside the mirror.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what, but it's gotta mean something. So, and it was meant for me, so I took it.
Yeah. Well, I am a fan of taking things.
Yeah. You know what? Me too. I guess we should keep heading on towards your patron now, right?
Yes, off to the temple. I found some good things down there to give him as an offering.
Perfect.
Right. And now's a good time to stop if you wanted to take a quick break.
Yes. Let's do it.
All right. So we will have break time. Thank you everybody for being here and watching. We will be back in just a moment.
Yes, thank you all so much. Don't forget to grab some food and water for yourself. Get settled in nice and comfy. We'll be back in... We'll take at least a 5.
Sounds good.
BRB. Hello, my apologies. I am back as well. We were doing some pet rotation real quick. Alright.
Forgot I was
Hello,
double muted.
Quan.
Oh.
Oh, yes. I. That's. That scares me every time because I forget that you can just talk.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Oh goodness. Okay. So, Twitch Mobile is a pain in the ass. The
Mhm.
tab at the top left, the following, that's how you can actually find the channels that are live versus not live that you follow. But every time I
They
get on
want
this app, it takes me
so
10
bad.
minutes to find it.
I know, for real.
I'm clicking through all the other tabs, and yeah, it's not it for me. Also, hi! Thank you so much for being here, I appreciate it. Okay, are you about ready to hop back into this?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, and let me switch back. Oh, wait, let me grab one thing real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. For real this
Sorry, I'm
time.
just Googling a word really quickly.
Perfect.
Okay. Interesting.
Should have everything I need.
Interesting word.
It's good to
Alright.
know there's a tab. I couldn't find it. It's really hard to see. I swear, they have tried to make their platform as difficult as possible to use. That's what
They
it
just
feels
want to
like.
be TikTok so bad. They're like, we should just make it as close to
Yes!
like TikTok as possible, and they're just not TikToks. I don't know why they.
It's not quite the vibe, buddy. Not the
No, it's
vibe.
not. Ain't it?
Drop my pencil. Got it. Okay.
Okay. All right, you ready?
I think so.
Okay, so you found. God, they're making it user friendly, yeah, for real, Quan. You found a strange tree on your way out of town. Went down to investigate and found a secret room locked behind a puzzle trapped mirror. And found some supplies in there that seem to have been left by the organization or individuals that sent you on this journey that you're on. So you're now back out of the tree and you are heading on your way back through the forest to continue to Octavia's patron's temple. Yeah. So you guys continue traveling through the forest, and after a little bit, you start to get this strange feeling, and it almost feels like similar to how when you cast your spells, you can feel this power being almost pushed through you and out through your hand. It almost feels like this feeling is being pushed into your mind of just like something's not right.
Hmm. Does something feel off to you, Octavia?
Off? No, nothing feels weird to me.
Something just doesn't seem right.
Hmm.
Should I roll for no
You could roll
perception?
perception, yeah, if you wanted to take a look around and just see what you see.
Do want to. Is I might have just rolled. I can't tell what. Is this a 2, I believe? It's really hard to tell. Okay, it's not a 1. I found the 1. Okay, it's a 2.
Okay. It's a 2. Alright. 2 plus 6 makes that an 8. Your high wisdom is saving you. With your 8, you kind of glance around the forest and you're not really seeing anything unusual that you wouldn't expect to see in a forest. You're seeing trees. Let me find a better spot for this very full glass of water. Hang on.
Oh, yes.
Right by my elbow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's not spill
Yeah,
water.
you see some trees, you see some ferns, the kind of path that you're traveling on. You see Octavia and you're kind of looking and her shadow's really long right now because of where the sun is in the sky, and you're kind of glancing around and your shadow's pretty long too because of where the sun is in the sky, and the tree shadows are pretty long because of where they are in the sky, and there's Octavia has two shadows.
Huh. Wait a second.
What?
Octavia, do you see the second shadow too?
And she sort of turns around to look at her shadow, and yeah, she sort of nods a little bit worried, looking as a second shadow branches off from her feet. That doesn't totally seem like it should be there.
Do I have a second shadow?
You don't see one behind yourself, but you watch as Octavia, whose character sheet I do have. Okay, here it is. Draws a dagger and throws it at the second shadow, and it strikes it, and you hear this horrifying screech. And you can go ahead and put your combat music on.
Ooh, okay. Alright, let's go.
All right, so you guys will go first. So you can go, then Octavia will go.
Alright.
And this shadow sort of rises from the ground into this dark, human-like blob that you can now strike at.
Okay, we're going in full force with the Warhammer. 2 hands. Okay, so what do I roll for?
It is a 20 to see if you hit, and you'll add your attack bonus. Sorry, I had to grab dice because I didn't get any dice before we started.
Oh no, that's perfect. You're all good.
As if we're not gonna need dice in D&D.
Right. Nah, that's not important. Okay. I rolled an 8. That's before
8.
the... What's the bonus?
It is a +4 for your
+4.
Warhammer.
Okay.
So that makes it, what, a 12?
Yes.
12 hits. Go ahead and roll your Warhammer damage. That's gonna be 1d8 plus 2. Or no, 1d10 plus 2, because you were two-handed with that.
Nice. 1d10 is... Wait, no. That has 12 sides. I rolled a 12, but I was like, that's not right. Where is a 10?
The 10 looks kind of like the 8. It's like 2 ice cream cones, but they have 3. They have more sides than than the 8 does.
6,
The
7,
8 is
8,
like
9.
2 pyramids
Okay.
on top of each other. Yeah.
I think I
And
found
the
it.
10 is like a pop. Okay.
3.
3. All right. So plus your 2 is 5 damage against this creature. And let me roll Octavia's dagger. She add anything to that? She does. All right. Can do math. I believe in myself.
I believe in you. You
Okay.
can do it.
All right, I've done the math. All right. Yeah, you strike this shadowy creature, and your warhammer thuds into it, and it lets out a cry and sort of slinks back. And then Octavia is going to swing with her glaive.
Nice. A glaive.
Yes, she slams it into the side of this creature, cutting it, and this shadow sort of leaks out of it. As it seems that she's landed a pretty solid hit.
Nice.
Watch as this shadow sort of like doubles over a bit in pain before just sort of melting into the ground, dead. And the two of you kind of stare at where it just was for a moment, before from the trees bursts a couple of figures sort of come into view, sort of emerging from invisibility. They're these humanoids with these long, sharp claws on their fists. And a woman steps out from the trees, and she's dressed in a purple robe. And just looking at her, you immediately notice that she has green, almost snake-like eyes.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, and she's attacking you, so.
I was about to say, I assume we're fighting.
Oh yeah, you're fighting.
So...
Oh,
you go ahead.
Yep, no, you're good. I'm just rolling some things.
Perfect.
She takes a slash at you with her scimitar, but you're able to block it with your shield, shoving her back.
Yeah.
She makes another slash towards Octavia. That is a d6. Dealing 6 damage to her.
Wait, is that with the shield?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, shoot with the shield. Octavia is a warlock,
Damn.
man. She does not have a good armor.
Oh wow. Okay.
Warlocks don't get good ACs, dude.
Oh, I have no clue. Oh my goodness.
And one of the figures that has just emerged from its invisibility takes a slash at you, um, dealing 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And it is now your turn. There is a snake-like woman standing before you, and a like weird guy with claws off to the right.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna double hand. Wait, does the two hands take both actions?
No, it's just one action. You're using 2 hands.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a two-hand strike again with the warhammer.
All right, roll to hit.
10.
10. Plus your 4 makes it a 14, which would hit either of them. Which one are you going for?
I'm going for the woman right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And
All
then
right. Go ahead and roll your damage. 1d10 plus 2.
D10 4 plus 2 equals 6.
All right. You slam your warhammer into her, causing her to stumble back, and she quickly scurries back forward. Anything for your bonus action?
Yes. Okay, so I looked into my spells.
Ooh, yeah.
And was it healing word?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one
Healing
I
word's a
want?
bonus action.
Is that the one I want? Is that the one that like
It's a bonus action. It's 1d4 healing. I think it's just 1d4. Let me look. I can pull that one up pretty quick. Healing word.
this
Yes,
is
bonus action. 1d6 or 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Do you know that yet?
I have no clue.
Your spellcasting ability modifier is wisdom. So your wisdom is +4. That is a new score for you. It is a
Nice.
19, which gives you a +4.
Okay.
So you would roll 1d4 to heal whoever you're healing and add 4 to it.
Okay.
And that's
And
how many hit points they regain.
I'm so sorry. I know this is very very combat like.
You're good.
Looking at the difference between that and what sanctuary is, because
Sanctuary? Yeah, let me...
that was another one I was looking at.
Yeah, Sanctuary is also a level 1 spell. That one is a bonus action as well. So this one would ward a creature against harm, basically. So let's say that you ward yourself. If the Yuan Ti, which is the snake lady, if she were to try and attack you, she would need to make a wisdom saving throw first. She would have to beat your save DC, which is a 14. If she fails, she has to choose a new target or lose the attack if she can't get to that target in time. It wouldn't protect you from anything like fireball, but yeah.
Got you.
And it lasts until you make an attack.
Okay.
On basically anybody.
Okay. And then what about the other one? How long does it last? Is it just like an
Healing word?
immediate? Yeah.
Healing word is instant. Sanctuary would last 1 minute, which is 10 rounds of combat.
Okay.
Or until you make an attack. Healing word is instantaneous. It just happens.
Gotcha. We'll just go ahead. I think I'll just go with healing word for Octavia though.
All right. So this just happens automatically. You can go ahead and roll your healing.
Okay, and that's which one? I'm so sorry.
D4. It is the one that looks like it would hurt the most to step on. It is.
You're not wrong. No. Some of these are weird. I'm so sorry. Let me see.
No, you're good. You're good.
None of these are 4s.
It should be either a like a pyramid or kind of like a dart almost. I can roll it for you if you want. I have one in my hand.
Hold on, let me. This is it, but I have no clue how this works.
Oh, okay.
Could you see this?
Wait, hang on. This is why I'm behind on stream.
Oh right. There's like 3 numbers. There's like a number in each corner of the triangle.
Oh yeah, so you're gonna go ahead and roll it first, and it's whatever number is at the top. It should be the same on all 3 sides at the top.
Oh, that's how it works. Okay, so then it's a 2.
Okay, so 2 plus 4 makes it a 6 total, and she's back at her full health.
Awesome.
All right, it's now Octavia's turn, and she's also going for the snake lady. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this thing can't do anything cool. All right, yeah, she's going for the snake lady.
Okay.
And she is going to actually she's not gonna do that. Let's break out some of her spells.
Yeah.
I don't know why she has that spell, but all right, she's gonna use it. You watch as a bolt of energy, 2 bolts of energy fly out of Octavia's hand towards the snake lady, striking her, each dealing a bit of damage to her.
Nice.
And that was. Did you go? You did go. Yes.
Yes, I did go.
Sorry, I got distracted by the spell she has. I don't know why she has that. All right,
No,
it is
you're
now
fine.
the enemy's turn. All right, Snake Lady strikes at you with her scimitar, and again, you're able to throw the attack off with your shield. The invisible creature makes a strike at you, and again, you're able to deflect it with your shield. She makes a second attack with her scimitar, and this one hits Octavia, dealing. Oop, my dice escaped. 7 points of damage. And it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
So Snake Lady is still in front of me, right?
Yep, she's right in front of you, and then the like partially invisible guy, you can tell where he is off to the side.
Okay. Then let's just go ahead and Warhammer again.
Go for it. Roll to hit with the Warhammer.
Actually, do I know what my... Because I got new daggers since the last time I battled. But is the Warhammer just gonna be... Is it just safe to assume that the Warhammer's gonna be better?
The Warhammer is gonna be better. Daggers
Okay.
are 1d4 plus 1 for you.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna go 2 hands on the Warhammer.
Alright, yeah. Daggers are typically used mostly for like emergency range, like if something's running away from you, or for utility, like to pry things open, to carve on things, to cut like rope, that sort of thing.
Nice. Okay. Makes sense.
Go ahead and roll to hit with your Warhammer.
That is a 9.
Ooh.
So
Okay, a 9 plus 4 will hit.
Sweet.
Roll me your damage.
And it's a D10?
Yep, it is D10 plus 2.
4 plus 2.
Okay, yeah, you, deal 6 points of damage to her. I assume you're aiming for the lady again, yes?
Yes. Yes.
Alright, yes. You brandish your warhammer, raising it high above your head and bringing it down on hers, cracking her skull open, and she crumbles to the ground dead.
Nice.
Is there anything for your bonus action?
Then... How far away... Oh, wait. Hold on. Can I kick? Or punch? Can I, like, throw some kind of bonus action to the man? Or is he too
He's
far?
close enough that you could, like, punch him in the face.
I want to punch him in the face.
Alright, roll to make your unarmed strike, so it is a 1d20 plus 2.
Okay, 11.
11 plus 2... Hits! You, swing back and punch this guy, and your fist connects cleanly with his jaw. Roll me your damage, it's 1d4.
We said D4 is going to be 3.
2 for strength makes it 5. And you hear a sort of a crack as you connect with him. And it is now Octavia's turn.
Nice.
And she's going to roll to hit. Octavia draws back her glaive and plunges it into his stomach, dealing 13 points of damage.
Wow. Amazing.
And he sort of begins to turn uninvisible.
Uh-oh. I think you cut out. I lost you.
As she's plunging the scimitar into him, but misses, and is now... Can you hear me?
It keeps cutting in and out. I can hear you now.
Okay,
Though.
my internet just went out for like half a second. Hello. Yeah. What? He missed Octavia with his claw attack. What are you up to?
Wait, I'm supposed to say that again?
He missed Octavia with a claw attack, and it is now your turn.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Then I'm just gonna go for the Warhammer. We're gonna take this man out.
Roll to hit with your Warhammer.
And then, of course, going with 2 hands, because why not?
Of course, always 2 hits.
Oh, I got a 1.
You got a 1.
Plus
oh, no.
4. Makes 5.
Plus 4. You raise your Warhammer above your head, ready to bring it down on him. And as you do, you feel a power channeling through you. And this hammer connects with his skull and is guided by a celestial force. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice. A 1.
1 plus
2.
2 makes it a 3, which is enough.
Oh no, I think it's cutting out again. Wait, I think I can hear you.
You will bring this hammer down on him, and he sort of spasms and then slump. You just learned how to chill, but you can use your 10 bonus to the roll. You can make just wait 1 second.
Hold on. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, it got very like robotic
Okay,
for a second.
I don't know why it's doing this. It says it's connected, I promise.
No,
Anyway.
no, you're good. Trust me, I get it. Okay.
Okay. I
Channel
sent you the
divinity.
description. Yes, basically you can channel divinity, the divine power of your god, to add 10 to a roll. You can do this after you see the roll, but before I say if it hits or misses. If I've already said that it missed or hit, you can't do it, but you can see that it was a 1 and choose to do this.
Oh, okay.
And at this level, let me see how many times you can use this per long rest. I think it's 2. It is 2, yes. So you can use this twice between long rests.
Nice.
You leveled up.
Yay.
All right. All of your foes now lie dead before you.
You know what this means, Octavia?
What?
Let's loot these... I can go to my own channel. Let's loot these motherfuckers.
All right. And she immediately heads over to the invisible guy who has a pouch on his belt and starts looking through it. The shadow has sort of melted into this puddle of darkness that stains the grass. But the snake-like lady does seem to have also a belt pouch on her.
I'm gonna... Let's take it.
You can roll investigation to see what you can find in her belt pouch.
Sweet. Ooh, an 18.
18. All right. in the belt pouch, you find a whopping 50 gold pieces. And
Yeah.
you find a note.
Oh,
It's sort of folded up in and tucked into this pouch kind of hastily.
okay. Let's read the note. What does this note say?
Yeah, you unfold this note and you find that it is written in Draconic, which is a language that you can speak and read. And as you read it over, you see, I'm paraphrasing, but you see that it says to leave the girl alive, but kill her if she intervenes.
Hmm. Interesting.
Hmm. And you can see that Octavia has pulled some coins out of the invisible guy, who's now a very visible dead body, out of his belt, and is now kind of peering at the note and says, "What does it say?"
Do I tell her? I should tell
That's your
her. You read it for yourself, Octavia. I can't tell her. I don't have the heart.
I don't read Draconic.
Oh. Well, shit. It. You at least would have made it out alive. Wait, it said keep her alive, right?
Yeah, it said keep her alive if
Okay.
possible, but kill her if she intervenes.
At least you're alive. It said to kill you if you intervened, but you were originally supposed to stay alive, and you did.
What?
It's nothing. It's nothing.
And you see anger wash over her face. And you watch as she swings her glaive into a nearby tree and lets out a yell. And she seems incredibly angry. She's throwing things. She's hitting trees. And
Oh
in,
shit.
in sort of like a spur of curse words and in a language that you don't understand, you do hear her say, "This isn't how this was supposed to go."
How was it supposed to go? If you don't mind, I ask. I know this might be a bad
Better than
time.
this. And she swings her glaive into a tree, sending bark flying everywhere.
Are you okay, Octavia?
I'm fine. And she finally settles down a bit and sits back against a tree, sliding down to the ground.
Who? Oh, sorry.
I just, I think it was one of my patron's followers. They're jealous of my power and they wanted to stop me.
I was just about to ask who they were. Huh. Of course they would be jealous of you and your powers. Have you seen yourself?
I know, I'm awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let them get to you. Clearly you were better than them anyways.
Yeah, I mean, sending a Yuan Ti to do your dirty work. Come on, kill me yourself.
Do you think your patron's trying to kill you?
No, it's just Derek. He's like this.
Who's Derek? And why is he like this?
He doesn't think that I can do this, all right? He is trying to stop me because he doesn't think that I can do it.
Do what exactly?
He doesn't think I'm gonna make it to the temple. He doesn't think so. But we're gonna make it there.
We will. I believe in us.
Yes, and we're gonna give my patron his offerings and everything is gonna be great and you'll get your memory back.
Yes, absolutely. So, do you think you're about ready to go?
Yeah, and she sort of like pulls herself up by the handle of her glaive, which is sticking out of a tree, and it takes her a minute or two to like wrench it back out of the bark, but she stows it on her back and sort of sets back off through the forest.
Let's go.
All right.
Oh wait, I
You
gotta...
survived your life-threatening attack.
We did. And now we must go back to peaceful journey music.
Yes. You continue through the forest, again recognizing some of the trees, but not really able to remember their names. None of them seem to have any runes carved into them, though. And you walk for some time with Octavia, and she still seems a little bit grumpy, but in better spirits than she was when she was beating the crap out of the trees and yelling about, Derek apparently trying to murder her.
Right.
And she continues for a while, and then she kind of stops in front of one of the trees and is sort of looking at it weird.
What you see?
Oh, I don't think it's anything. I mean, and she sort of just gestures towards one of the trees, which you notice now looks sickly and diseased with dark rot crawling up the sides of it.
That's odd. Dude.
Not too odd. The heart of the forest is probably sick. But you wouldn't remember, but every forest has a central tree called the heart. It's, I don't know, some weird wishy-washy thing, but if it gets sick, the whole forest dies.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not
it's
good.
usually what it looks like. And she points towards the rot. And as you look around, you see that several more trees have this dark rot climbing up the sides of them. There are branches and large cracks in the trees.
That's sad. Is there anything we can do to
A
fix it,
little.
or is that not today's journey?
Well, I could probably make an antidote, but I need more supplies and samples from the forest. And she sort of seems to be debating whether or not this is something she wants to do, and she's kind of thinking it over.
Hmm. Where is the heart of the forest exactly?
Well, uh, I'm not sure. Usually they're kind of hidden away. Well, you're like a wood elf, right?
I I could try to be. I think
I
so.
mean, like, kinda. You sort of are. It's close enough. You could probably find it. Um, I mean, we've been coming this way, and she's kind of thinking for a minute, and she like pulls out a compass that doesn't look like it works, and is kind of looking around, and she sort of smacks it with the side of her hand, and then goes, maybe go west, and points off toward the side.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Take a quick little
Okay.
detour.
And she plops down and starts to set up an alchemist stand. And she begins working. She takes a sample from one of the trees and starts to work with that. And it seems like you're being sent alone.
Okay, so should I roll for what, perception?
Yeah, you can roll for perception to try and find your way to the heart.
Nice. Also, hello Josh, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're
Hello,
doing
welcome.
well. Yes, I'm finally getting around to doing D&D. Took me long enough. Okay, I'm gonna roll for perception. 18.
18. All right.
Wow.
You begin to set off towards the west where Octavia has pointed you. And you travel for some time and even though it doesn't look much different than the rest of the forest, you do sort of feel like you're going the right way. Maybe Octavia was onto something with you being sort of kind of a wood elf and being able to navigate the forest. You continue on for a little bit and you notice some strange tangles of vines, and they look blighted like the rest of the trees, but they just look a bit strange to you.
Hmm. Let's investigate.
Yeah, you can roll investigation.
Or, yeah, is that what I want?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, well, no luck with that. I got a 1.
All right, you. I'm sorry, Caleb. You approach the vines and begin inspecting them, and you reach out to touch one, and I need you to roll a strength saving throw.
Okay. Is that, I assume, a d20 as well?
It is a d20, and you're gonna add your strength save.
Okay. Also, that's okay. I appreciate you stopping by, and yes, good to know you're still alive as well. We're hanging in there. Okay, so I rolled a 7 plus... I don't know what my
Plus
saving...
2 for your strength save. So with saving throws and skills, some of them are exactly the same as your modifiers. Like strength save is just the same as your strength modifier, but some you are
Okay.
proficient in, and you have your proficiency bonus for them. So you're proficient in wisdom and charisma. So those ones are higher than just your wisdom or charisma modifier, but your strength saving throw is just plus 2. As the vines reach out to grab you, you're able to break free from them.
Awesome. Okay. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Thank
Peace.
you
Thanks for
so
the gifted
much.
sub.
Thank you. Congrats, Mikey, on the gifted sub. It is very much appreciated. Thank you for gifting on your way out and everything. Very much
Yeah, thank
appreciated.
you.
And I don't remember if you were before, but that definitely puts you at the top as well. Showed up at the top of mine now. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And I hope you have a good night.
Woo!
And tell the others if you're with them that I said hi as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Anyway, you're being attacked by some vines now.
Oh man, that's okay.
Yes. A figure emerges from the vines, looking sickly and with the rot seeping through them as well. They look almost weak as just kind of picture Groot but made of like gross vines.
Okay. So can I? I guess I should just attack it, shouldn't I?
Yeah. What are you gonna attack it with?
Um, let's Warhammer 2 hands.
All right, roll
Go
the
for it.
hit. This
13.
sludgy boy. All right, 13 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, and it's a D10 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. 0 is 10 on this. Okay.
Yes, 0 is 10. So you rolled
Just confused.
10 plus 2 is 12 damage. Your hammer makes a thickening, sloshing noise as it slams into the side of this very diseased, rotted vine creature. And is there anything for your bonus action?
Gonna kick it as well.
Roll the kick.
All right. 10.
10 plus 2 hits. Go ahead and roll me
Nice.
1d4 plus 2.
4 is a 2 plus 2.
Hmm.
Okay, so 4 damage on that kick as
Okay.
well.
All right. You kick into the shin of this creature, and your foot sinks into the vines. As they just sort of almost melt under your touch, but you're able to yank your foot back. And the sickly vine blade strikes at you. But the contact is brief and not really painful. It's more of a sort of a slosh as it just strikes you with these rotting vines. And it's your turn again.
Oh, okay, cool. Then
Mhm.
we're going Warhammer again.
Yeah, roll to hit with your warhammer.
I love this guy. It is my main. At
I
least for
know.
now. Is that a thing? Could I get Is there I assume
You can get
there's
other
better
weapons.
things than that out there.
Yeah, you can get other weapons.
Okay, I rolled a 14.
14 hits. Go ahead and roll me your damage.
Alright. D10 is a 9. Oh wow.
9. Oh, good. You're getting some big hits in. As your hammer strikes into the arm of this creature, it almost crushes these rotting vines at the shoulder, causing the arm to fall clean off of the body. Is there anything for your bonus action? You kicking?
Yeah, I'm kicking again.
Rolled a kick.
Rolling 17.
17
Man,
hits. Roll me your damage.
these dice they're not messed around, and it's a D4.
Yep, D4 plus 2.
3. Oh my goodness.
Well, you kick into the ankle of the creature, knocking its foot off with a sickening crack. It reaches out and vines begin to surround you, starting to crush you.
Oh no.
Dealing 6 points of damage, and go ahead and make me your strength save.
Okay.
And you can roll this with advantage, so you're gonna roll twice and take the higher number.
Okay. And it's a D20 as well.
Mhm.
Okay. So I rolled a 4. You said I could roll twice?
Yep, roll twice and take the higher number.
Okay. 1. 6. I had to check the
Okay.
little dots.
And then your +2 for strength.
Yes.
Okay. As the vines begin to surround you and crush you, you're able to break free from them, and as you do so, it sort of just tears apart the remaining body of this creature, leaving it dead in just sort of a pile on the ground.
Oh, nice.
Woo!
Woo. Okay. Sweet.
All right. Yeah, and as you look around now, you spot off to the right something that you didn't see before, which is these two trees that sort of lean towards each other, forming an arch. And inside the arch is a door.
Oh. Okay. Let's go investigate the door.
Yeah, as you approach the door, you see that there is a green gem set straight up at the top of the door. and there are words carved in it. And let me write this down. There are words carved into the door. They're strange characters that you surprisingly recognize, and you can read that this says, "What always runs but never walks, often murmurs, never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, an open mouth that never eats." And I can DM these to you if you need.
Yes. That would be amazing.
Go ahead and do that.
Always runs but never walks, often murmurs, never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, an open mouth that never eats. That would be a river, right?
Yeah, as you say the word river, the door swings open.
Whoa. Let's go. All right.
Yeah, you're able to step through into this tunnel of tightly woven branches that leads you down this hall to another door. This one you notice has a green gem that is set to the left of the door.
Okay.
And
It works on this.
inscribed in it, I'm going to send it to you, but I'm also going to read it for chat.
Yes,
I am a
please.
portal to another world. I can take you to places unseen, but I require no magic spell to open. What am I?
Take you to places unseen, but I require no magic spell to open. My first thought is like Google Maps or something, but I know that's not quite right.
I don't think they have Google Maps here.
Maybe not, because you said this is medieval times, right?
It is, but I accidentally made clocks canon because I improv'd an object and it was a clock. So
oh,
medieval.
they had clocks. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yes, they're magical clocks.
It's a magic clock.
Let's see.
And if you want to, I will let you roll perception if you need a hint.
I think that's just a little bit long.
Yeah, go for it.
Is it a book?
It is a book. Yes, as you say book, the door swings open and you're able to step through to a longer hall that of these tightly woven branches. And as you head through, you realize that these branches look more sick than the last ones did. There's more rot in them than the previous set.
Oh no. Okay.
You come to another door with a green gem set to the left. Inscribed on the door reads, "Bright as diamonds, loud as thunder, never still, a thing of wonder." What am I?
Bright as diamonds, loud as thunder, never still, a thing of wonder. It wouldn't happen to be a star, would it? Or stars aren't loud.
Stars aren't loud.
They are bright and wonderful.
They are bright and wonderful. This is true. This is true.
Are they? Do they technically move?
I feel like they do because they're just kind of like fire, you know.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're not as loud as thunder. Because sound does not travel through space.
What is loud?
I don't know what is loud.
Lots of things are loud, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And
you can roll perception if you want.
Yeah, let's roll.
Alright, go ahead and roll perception for me.
Oh no, I'm screwed.
What'd you get?
A 1.
Oh no. As you sort of begin to take in your surroundings, you realize that your feet are wet from the vine goop that is sort of seeped into your shoes.
Oh no. Well, that's not good.
It's not good.
Okay. The real question is this.
The real question is, was that a hint?
Yeah. How does this help? Because now it's just giving It's just giving me sensory nightmares now.
Yeah, so you notice that your feet are wet.
Hmm. The sun would also not be loud, unfortunately.
It would not be loud.
That's
No,
the
no.
next bright
You're
thing I
thinking
could
too
think of.
big. You're thinking too
I
big
am
and too bright.
okay, too big and too bright.
Mhm.
Hmm. Not as big and not as bright.
Yes. You stand before the door, you begin to hear. At first, sounds like the rushing of wind, but then you realize it's the rushing of water.
Hmm. I mean, it can't be water.
You're in a forest.
Can water be bright? No.
Is reflective.
Wait, would that be make it bright? Is it water? Or is it like an
You're close.
ocean? A wave? I'm just gonna keep guessing words.
You
If I keep
keep
saying
going. You're
things,
almost there.
a stream. This is
I'll
a
take it. All
stream.
right, as you say stream,
A
the door
spring?
opens.
Is it spring?
Waterfall.
Wait, is it spring?
No, it's waterfall.
Oh, it's waterfall. Oh,
That one was hard. I wasn't sure how good you'd be at riddles, so I put some hard ones and some
no,
easy
I'm
ones
here
in there.
for it. See, if I would have gotten the perception a little better. Not, maybe
I
not a
think a good
one.
perception would have gotten you there.
Waterfall.
Yes.
Thank you, the
As
water
you
helped.
approach the next door, you see a green gem set into the right side of it. On the door it reads, "I have a head and tail but no body. What am I?"
You have a head and tail but no body. Are you a paper or like paper or not a paragraph?
Not a paper or paragraph.
Oh wait, no, that has a body. Never mind. But it does. I was thinking it doesn't have a physical body.
What has a head and a tail but no body?
Oh wait, I was thinking no tail. You know the answer. Uh-oh, Mikey knows the answer.
Mikey knows the
Okay, I
answer.
can't look. I'm not gonna get spoilers. I'm not gonna get
Okay.
spoilers. Okay. Hmm.
I believe in you, Mikey. I also believe in you, Caleb.
Thank you, thank you. Put on my...
Yeah, you got this. I promise there's not many more.
No, that is A-okay. I am so here for it. Can I roll a perception check? Maybe I'll have better luck
Yeah, you
this time.
can roll a perception check.
We are looking at a 7.
A 7 plus your 6 is pretty darn good. As you think, you sort of move around a bit, sort of pacing down up and down the walkway of these rotting trees. And as you listen, you can hear clinking in your pouch.
Thinking. Oh, a coin! Or
It is a
gold?
coin. As you say
Okay.
coin, the door swings open, and as you emerge into the next sort of set of of these like woven branches, some are falling from the ceiling. They're rotting off of this archway.
Right.
And the door has a green gem set in the right side of it and reads, "Never resting, never still, moving silent from hill to hill. It does not walk, run, or trot. All is cool where it is not."
Air. Wind. Plus
All is cool
cool
where it
is
is
not.
not.
Oh, so heat.
Mhm.
Fire?
You're
No.
really close.
Forest fire? No, I'm kidding.
Now you're thinking too small.
Oh, too small?
Mhm.
With a forest fire?
Never resting, never still, moving silent from hill to hill. It does not walk, run, or trot. All is cool where it is not.
It's not the
I want to know if Mikey
sun.
thought it was. As you say sun, the door
Wait, is
swings
it?
open.
Wait.
And you make your way through into the next set of hills, and the smell of rot is overwhelming as you make your way towards the door, which has a green gem set in the right side. The door reads, "In mead and ale we find our quest, a hub for all who seek to rest." What am I?
Mead and ale, we find our quest, a hub for all who seek rest. A pub?
As you say pub, the door swings open and you make your way through, pushing rotting branches out of the way that have completely collapsed from the tunnel. As you make your way to the last door, barely able to make it through just the amount of rot that has fallen. Then the door has a green gem that is set straight at the top and reads, "If you drop me, I'm sure to crack. Give me a smile and I'll always smile back."
You tell me, sugar, give me a smile and I'll always smile back.
Mhm.
A mirror?
As you say mirror, the door swings open and it opens to a different sight. These are some tall shrubs which seem to sway unnaturally. And as you step through the door, you hear it click shut behind you. As you look around, you can see that there is rot here, but it's not as bad as the tunnels were. And you, as you walk forward, see that there is a path straight, but there is also a path to your right.
Okay. So... Wait. Am I looking for more rot? Or am I
I don't
looking
know.
for... I
I mean, I do
guess...
know, but
Yeah, can I... What would I roll? Would I roll perception again?
if you're looking for rot, yeah, you could roll perception to see if you can see any.
Or should I... Or I'm debating between that or something like history to see if I could jog my memory on what to do or where to go. Or is it just my natural elven instincts take over?
Why don't you roll history?
Okay, let's roll history. I got an 18.
8. You thought egg, Mikey?
No, it's
Where's
okay.
the tail on or head on an egg? What?
The little top and the little bottom.
There's a top and bottom but no body. That's not what I said though. Anyway, as with your 18 plus 3, you remember that on the first door, the gem, the green gem was straight up.
Straight up. Okay, so let's go straight ahead.
You walk down the path straight ahead and are quickly come to a T where you can go left or right.
Do I remember the second? Oh! Is this where it was like they're on the left side or the right side? Oh, I should have been writing these down. Okay, so I want to say the... Okay, hold on. I want to test my memory. Was the first one was on the right side, wasn't it? Or well, no, there was the straight, but then like the next door, I guess, was the right? I think.
You want to go to the right?
I want to go to the right. I'm taking a
Okay.
chance on my memory.
All right, you take the path to the right, and you come to a T where you can go straight or you can go back.
Straight or back? Oh, I thought the next one was on the left, so this does not help. I guess we'll keep going straight.
As you go straight, you realize that you've circled back to the start of the maze.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm
And
so
you're
sorry, I
faced with
saw
the choice
his
to go
message.
straight or right.
Straight or right?
Just the first one again.
Wait, say that again? I'm so sorry.
It's just, you're back at the start, so this is the first choice again.
Oh! Oh, okay. So then I'll go straight.
As you go straight, you come to a T with two identical looking paths. You can go left or you can go right.
Okay, so then we'll go left this time.
As you go left, you come to another T where you can go left or you can go right.
Can I roll a history
You
check
can roll a history check.
to see? Because maybe it was left, then right, then left, then left, but I don't remember. I should have wrote it down.
That's okay. Go ahead
Okay.
and roll your history check.
History is an 8 plus... What's my history?
+3.
3? Okay.
You can
I'll put it
recall
right there.
that the third door had a gem to the left.
Okay, so then we're gonna go to the left again.
You go to the left and you realize that the rot around you is starting to get worse again. You're faced with a choice. Do you want to go left or do you want to go right?
Okay, then I think this one is to the right, because I do remember there was 2 lefts in a row, and then I think it was right. But I'm gonna roll I can just roll, it doesn't matter, I can keep rolling history, right?
You can keep rolling.
There's
history,
not a
yeah.
limit, right? As long
No,
as
you
the
can roll
rolls...
once per turn.
Okay.
'Cause
5.
you know, you Caleb know whether you rolled good or bad, but your character does not know whether they rolled good or bad. So there would be no reason for them to roll twice at the same turn. They would think that they're remembering accurately.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's kind of like, I am making my decision at that point, and it's just kind of like the rollings, I guess, kind of like going with your gut in a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
If that's...
What'd you get?
I got a 5, so then plus 3. It's
It would be an
8.
As you think back, you can remember the riddles and you can remember a gem being there, but you can't remember what side it was on.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the right this time.
As you go to the right, the rot continues to increase. You're now faced with an L shape. You can go right or go straight.
Let's see. I think it's a right again, but let's go for another history check while we're at it.
Yeah, go for it.
14! Okay. So is it to the right again?
14, you remember a glistening green gem on the right side of the door.
Let's go right.
As you head to the right, the rot continues to increase. There are now branches that have broken off that are littering the ground. You can now go left or go right.
Okay.
You're almost there.
Let's say I really don't remember. My guess would be left, but
This is the second to last one, if that helps.
I was about to say, well, no, my history would be better, so I want to roll history. But I do have a question.
Yeah.
If let's just say I rolled a 1 on my history. This is a Caleb like game function question.
Okay, yeah.
So if I rolled let's just say I rolled a 1, and I'm like in character, I'm like, oh, okay, I remember nothing. Could I then roll to investigate the surroundings? Would that like count fine?
Yeah, I would let you do that because the failed history check, knowing your character would know that they don't remember anything, which would trigger basically like a perception check. It would lead them to go, okay, well maybe if I look around I can see something.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the thing with like a follow-up check is something has to trigger it, you know? So if you were to roll a 1 and think that the gem was on the left, then it wouldn't trigger a perception check. But if you were to roll a 1 and not be able to remember, then you might be like, okay, well let me look for clues, you know?
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna roll for history.
Okay.
I got a 1.
Why don't you roll your perception?
I'm gonna roll my perception because my memory seems to be failing me again. That seems to be a common theme these days.
That is the entire campaign.
Are you kidding me? How do I go from 1 to 19?
19. As you look around, you can see that there's clearly more rot leading to the right.
Okay, let's go to the right. Right it is.
As you go to the right, you're faced with your final choice. Would you like to go left or would you like to continue straight? This would be with the last door.
I was about to say, my question is, do I want to go for it and go left? However, how much risk am I putting into this? If I go left, can I go right back if it's not the right way? Or am I gonna just end up all kinds of lost?
I don't know.
Let's Let's do a history.
Okay, go ahead and roll history.
I, I don't want to get myself more hurt than I already have. 10 plus 3.
10 plus 3 is 13. You think you can remember a glistening gem straight up.
Straight up. Okay, so I'm glad I thought about this. Let's go straight.
As you take the path straight, it opens up into a clearing surrounded by what was probably once trees but is now just piles of rot melting into the ground. The smell is sickening. As you approach the center, you see a tree with a large line almost cracking up the side of it, of this dark rot that is almost seeping out.
Okay, let's go investigate the tree.
Roll investigation.
See if we can figure out what's going on here. 8.
8. As you approach the tree, it begins to move, and you watch as 2 eyes open in the side of the trunk and blink at you.
Hello there, tree. How's it going?
Bad.
What can I do to help? What's wrong?
The village to the north.
Village to the north. What about them?
Polluting with wicked magic.
They're polluting with wicked magic. What can I do to stop them?
It out, and without you are flung backwards and you feel yourself flying through the air, and as you blink you are standing in front of Octavia.
Oh shit.
Oh hi, I didn't see you come back.
Yeah, I didn't either apparently.
Oh,
we
weird forest stuff.
We should get going.
Okay, going? Where are we going?
There's a village up north that's it's their fault. Too much wicked magic. We've got to find a way to stop them.
Oh. Well, I am an expert in wicked magic, and she begins packing up her alchemy kit and pulls out her cracked compass and gives it a whack, and then sets off towards the north.
Let's go.
As you head north, it does not take long before the trees open up to a village, just like the large tree in the center told you. As you approach, you can see that this appears to be a mining town. There is an entrance to a cave right near the back of town, which is the side that you're coming up on. And all around there are small houses, small, it looks like factories to process the minerals that are mined.
Then I guess we should do a perception check?
You can roll perception.
Or... perception and investigation are different things, right?
They are different things, yeah. Why don't you tell me what your character's doing and I can tell you which one to roll.
I guess I'm just trying to either figure out... Yes, the problem is I don't know. I guess
So
I want to get a
around?
yeah, I guess we'll just look around. I'm trying to get a vibe of the place. Trying to see if something's drawing me.
Ooh, if you want to check the vibe, that would be insight.
Oh. Really?
Insight is our vibe check. Go ahead and roll insight.
Okay.
Is this a new one for you?
I think it is, and I got a 3.
Plus 6
Oh,
makes
okay.
that a 9. As you shut your eyes and try to feel the innate energy of the place, you can feel that there is something evil here, evil and dark.
All right. Can I like gauge where that's coming from, or would that be what? Would that be more insight or perception, or what would that be?
You could look around to see if you can see anything, which would be perception.
Okay, then let's look around. Perception is a 5.
You're not doing well today.
Not. I think I've used up a good bit of my luck.
You did. I think with the vine blight, you used all your luck up.
Honestly, that's
as you
fair.
take a look around, you can see that there are some miners making their way through the town.
Okay. Should we go talk to them?
You can talk to them. Yeah.
Octavia, what do you think? You in the mood for a conversation with these miners?
Sure, yeah, we could talk to them.
All right, let's go.
All right. And you watch as Octavia approaches a tall woman who has a pickaxe slung over her shoulder. And as you turn, you can see that she only has one arm, which is the one holding the pickaxe. And she sort of gives a nod to you in a friendly manner.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. I'm just setting out for the day. You two must be travelers then.
Yeah, we are. It, lovely little
Well,
town you
welcome.
have here.
Oh, thank you. Yes. I suppose it's nice.
What are you up to? Said you're setting up for the
We're
day?
yeah. I'm just setting out to mine for the day. I'm second shift.
Oh, fun. What
Yeah.
exactly are y'all mining for? If you don't mind me
There's
asking.
a lot of small diamonds around here. They're good for clerics casting Revivify. They tend to use the diamonds. These sort of smaller ones. They're not good for jewelry, but that diamond's a diamond.
Hey, you're right, a diamond's a diamond indeed.
Hmm. Yeah, we've been a little short-handed lately, so yeah, I'm on second shift now.
Was that supposed to be a pun?
No.
My brain took that as a pun, and that's
That's my
terrible.
bad.
No, that was. I'm sorry. Okay. Um. Um. I can focus. This
You got
real life Caleb's focusing. Okay. See, I don't know how to talk to people is the problem, and it applies to fictional characters as well.
You got this. You got this. Octavia sort of cocks her head and says, "Well, why have there been so few workers lately?" And the woman turns to her and goes, "Well, there's been all these strange ailments lately. Lots of comas. People sort of rotting from the inside out. It's quite a sight to behold."
You say rotting from the inside out?
Yeah, they just sort of crumble in.
How? How did
Yeah,
how
I'm not sure. Some say there's a curse over the town, but I don't believe in that kind of stuff.
do you know someone who does, or someone who might know more? Or is that
Uh,
literally what we're at?
I guess there's a few people in the village that believe in that sort of thing. If hmm, no one's really an expert on any of it, but if you headed to the inn, there might be some folks there that like to talk.
Thank you so much for your time. Really
Of course.
appreciate it.
Yeah, good luck with your travels.
Thank you, and good luck in the mines. Stay safe out there.
I'll try. And she heads towards the entrance to the cave.
Alright. So I guess we should head towards the inn.
Yeah, this is a small enough town that you're able to see it from where you are. There is a sign that indicates that a building just down the street is the inn.
Alright, let's head that way.
Right. You approach the small inn and head inside, and it seems that most of this place's business is more people looking to get drunk than to really spend the night in an inn. They seem to have less travelers and more bar patrons here. There are several people sitting at the bar, and a few at small tables and booths throughout the inn.
Alright. Let's... I guess, should we roll for insight for, like, a vibe check to see who would,
Ooh.
um, who might know, who gives the vibe of knowing something? Who knows the stuff around
Yeah,
town?
go ahead and vibe check here. Roll your insight.
Oh, I got a 4, but it's what, plus 6?
It's +6, which makes it a 10, yes. As you shut your eyes and kind of try to feel the magic and feel the people, you instead feel something in your pocket.
Huh, what's this?
And you pull out the magnifying glass that you found in the strange room behind the mirror.
Okay. It'd be weird if I just looked around through this real quick,
It's
Octavia.
DnD, nothing's weird.
Okay, let's just look around.
As you take a look through your magnifying glass, you can see the innate magic in some of these people, some that are likely spellcasters or were born from spellcasters. But what you do notice is this dark path along the ground where the light seems to just get sucked away into a void. and it leads out of the inn.
Oh, okay. Octavius, can you see that?
Yeah, through your little thing. And she sort of points vaguely towards the magnifying glass.
I guess we're going this way then.
All right. And the two of you follow this trail of dark magic and make your way towards the out of town towards the entrance to the cave.
Oh, okay. I guess we're going to the cave now. Are you ready, Octavia?
Octavia, do you have dark vision? You do have dark vision. Okay. As you descend into the cave, you follow this all-consuming darkness, which just gets blacker and blacker. You walk past miners who seem to be a bit confused by your presence, but don't really say anything to you, and descend deeper until you head into a branch off towards the right. And as you head down that way, you find that the black sort of just culminates into this puddle of darkness towards the end of that path.
Dare we follow it all the way through, Octavia?
Yeah, it looks like it ends here.
Oh. What is here?
Yeah, as you glance around, lowering your magnifying glass, you see that you are in sort of an offshoot in this cave that seems to have been mined out a little ways, but when people didn't find anything interesting down there or valuable, they sort of stopped and explored in a different direction. And where you are standing, you are on sort of a dirt mulchy ground, and looking down through your magnifying glass, you can see a spot where there is just this puddle of black.
What is that?
I don't know. It's strange. Is there something to do with the ground?
I guess so. Can I?
Should we dig? Is it safe?
I'm not sure. Can we? I don't know. Would it be safe to like stab it with something?
I'm always have to stab something. She plunges her dagger into the spot and really kind of just stabs the dirt, and nothing really happens.
Huh. Then can we investigate it without like touching it with our hands anymore?
You can investigate it. Go ahead and roll. Why don't you roll a religion check for me?
Is that a D20, I assume?
Yep, D20, and then it's gonna be a +3. If I
Okay.
say roll a something check, it's just one of your skill checks.
Okay.
Those are all gonna be D20s, but you're more than welcome to ask every time. It is okay. I just wanted to let you know.
Thank you. Yeah. It very much helps to know. I got a 19, and you said it was plus what for religion?
+3. So
Nice.
pretty good. As you look at this ground, trying to discern if it's safe or not, you can feel a connection form between you and some other being, and you feel that they're trying to convey to you that it is safe to touch, but it is safe to be around. It's safe to be here.
Okay. Then let's dig in the dirt, I guess.
Okay. Do you use anything to dig, or are you just going for it?
I'm let's use a dagger. Just to
Alright,
be
as
safe.
you and Octavia begin to dig away with your daggers, it doesn't take you long before you hear a soft clang as you hit something.
Alright, let's investigate. What is this?
Right, as you reach in and brush away the rest of the loose dirt, you find a small metal box. It is about the size of your fist, quite small, and it has a latch on the front, but is not locked.
I guess someone's already opened it, so we may as well open it too, huh?
I guess so. You lift the latch and open it, and you see several strips of parchment sitting in this weird box. You can see that they're covered in strange runes, and they almost appear to be written in dried blood.
Oh no. This can't be good.
Be good, it's great. This would be perfect to give to my patron. And Octavia takes the box from you and snaps it shut. And she seems excited by whatever you found.
Oh, you know what this is?
Well, you know, it's blood, creepy stuff. It's perfect for my patron.
So do I want to know what exactly it is?
You do not. She smiles at you.
I'm just gonna leave that one with you then.
Right, I'll take it. And she clicks the latch in place and tucks it away into one of her many pockets.
All right. I guess we should really get on to finding your patron then. I don't know. Something about this just wigging me out. The shorter we have it, the better.
Yeah, let's get going. And you guys make your way back out of the cave, passing again several confused miners as you make your way to the surface
All right.
and back into the town.
Nice.
And you notice that even though it felt like you were only down there for a few short minutes, it's almost night now. It's right around dusk.
Oh, snap. I wonder, I bet that inn still has some rooms available, huh?
Oh, probably, yeah. And Octavia leads the way towards the inn.
All right, awesome. Let's go get some rooms for the night.
All right. And you head to the inn and find that it is mostly empty. There's still a patron or two at the bar, drinking, but other than that, you can only really see a couple of workers.
Okay.
You watch as Octavia walks to the bar and secures a couple of rooms for you and brings you a key.
Thank you. Ready to head up,
Welcome.
Octavia?
Yep, up we go. You head up and find that your rooms are across from each other once again. Octavia wishes you good night, and you head to your room where you can take a long rest. You'll get back all your spell slots and your hit points, and you can also look at your journal.
Yes. Let's look at the journal. Ooh, 18.
18. All right. You begin to read the next page and are able to decipher almost all of it as you sort of skim through this heavily coded journal. And you find that it tells about you setting off on a ship that seems to be sort of owned by the people of the town that you left. And you set off to investigate this thing. And it seems that whatever you were investigating, you found pretty immediately and seemed very excited to have found it so quickly so that you could begin your investigation and begin gathering data.
Interesting. So we've already found what we were looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Can I keep reading, or am I done for this?
You could try and read another page. I'll let you roll history.
Let's roll history.
Yeah.
12?
12. Is that without your plus or with your plus?
Oh, without the plus.
Okay, so it'd be a 15. All right. Yeah, you were able to finish the page, which you are excited about finding whatever this was that you found, but you are a little apprehensive, almost like it was too easy, and you're a little concerned, or were a little concerned about how quickly this was found, but not one to look the gift horse in the mouth. Basically, is sort of the vibe of this page. And you turn to the next one, where you're starting to write some of your findings. You think that you've written that you think that whatever this was that you find, it is involved in something bigger that it seems your people were investigating overall.
Yeah, for the fact that we're still out here doing this, something seems off.
Yeah. So the kind of like vibe that you're getting from this writing is that your town as a whole was looking into something not great, and they were trying to figure out maybe a way to stop it. Maybe you can't quite tell, but they were trying to just gather more intel. You were sent out to investigate something pertaining to it. You found that something quickly and are starting to say that you do think that it is part of this on this third page here.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we should sleep.
All right, so you go ahead and sleep, and you leveled up today. You are now a level 2 cleric.
Woo!
So let me go ahead and walk you through the level up process. So at level 2, you're going to get a couple more spell slots. So you started with 3 because I'm nice and I didn't want to start you with 2, so you now have 4.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you have 4 first level spell slots. You know the same number of cantrips. You have your channel divinity, which I already gave to you earlier today.
Nice.
And you get a divine domain feature. So let's go see what your divine domain feature is. So this is your subclass that you don't know yet.
Okay. Got it.
So you get 2 new first level spells that are always prepared. So these
Okay.
you can just always cast no matter what. They don't count against your prepared spells that you can prepare every morning. They
Okay.
are Divine Favor
Okay.
and Shield of Faith.
Oh.
That's just a
Nice.
coincidence. That has nothing to do with me having you cast Shield of Faith the first day. I did not look at where your subclass spells were.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, that was just a coincidence? I was like,
Mhm.
oh, that sounds familiar. I remember that one.
You
Okay.
also get a feature. So you get when you use the attack action, like when you're attacking with your weapon, any weapon, you
Hmm.
can make one weapon attack as your bonus action, a
Ooh.
number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. So 4 times per between long rests, you can take the attack action, and then make a weapon attack as a bonus action, which you normally would not be able to do.
Gotcha.
And this feature is called War Priest, making
Okay.
you a war cleric.
Nice. Is that why I can speak Draconic, or is that something different altogether?
You can speak Draconic because Eladrins get a heck ton of languages, and I just picked some for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, and these strange symbols that you saw on the doors were Druidic, which is it's a written language only.
Oh,
It is
interesting.
unusual for clerics to speak it, but as an Eladrin, it would not be unusual for you to speak it, or to read it, I guess. It's not spoken.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it can be read and written, and you can use it to leave messages that only druids or perhaps other Eladrin would be able to read.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
So there you go, and your hit points are gonna go up. Get more of those. I
Yay.
will roll that for you. You're gonna get +3 from con is you're gonna get 9 more hit points, making your maximum 20.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, now you leveled up. Yeah.
Amazing.
Woo!
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right. And I
Was
think that is where I will leave you.
Oh dude, no, I'm kidding. That's
I
it feels like a perfect
know.
spot. Oh my goodness. I feel like so much has happened. Holy shit.
A lot did just happen. You learned a lot about yourself today.
I really did. Holy
You learned your
shit.
subclass. Look at you go.
Thank you. And we leveled
You're
up
welcome.
today.
You did level up. Look at you go. You're level 2 now.
Yes. Thank
So you
you.
still don't know your background, but that's the only thing you're missing.
Okay. Well, and I don't really know much of what's happening as far as this journey too.
Yeah. But I mean, just like as far as your
Oh,
character sheet is, like, so you have a level, class, and subclass. So you're a level 2 cleric, and your subclass is war, so you're a war cleric. Your
okay.
race is Eladrin. Your name is Phaedron. Your alignment is up to you, actually. It's just kind of dictated by how you act. So alignment is like, are you good? Are you bad? Are you kind of neutral? And do you really follow the rules, or are you kind of not a rule follower?
I don't know.
It's just determined by how you play.
Yeah, I
Some
would
people make
say
players in alignment and say like I'm neutral good, but
I was thinking I feel like I'm a little chaotic good.
I just write it down for the players. Like players, I've had made players change their alignment like during the game
Oh,
before.
got
Like
you.
you're playing neutral. I know you have neutral good written down, but you're playing chaotic evil. I need you to change your alignment.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would put you as maybe chaotic good, actually. Either chaotic good or true neutral.
Really?
hmm
Interesting.
Almost every character that I've ever played has been true neutral.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I always play true neutral. And I play in the
Oh.
other campaign I play. Well, I guess the only campaign I really play in. I play as a cleric, so I have like all my spells bookmarked. So you're like, what does this do? And I'm like, well, let me look because I can get to it real quick.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Thank you. Clerics are where it's at, man. I actually
Yeah.
didn't. I had my sister help me pick your class, and she picked War Cleric for you.
Really?
I
That's
did, yeah, I did have her
amazing.
help.
Aw.
Yeah, we were between War Cleric and Circle of the Stars Druid.
What's that?
It is so War Cleric is the most fighty cleric. Clerics are like the healing class. And War Cleric gives them the most fighting mobility. And
Okay.
Circle of Stars Druid. Druids are kind of a support class, but they're not strictly healing. They have a lot of combat use, some mobility, things like that. But Circle of the Stars is the most healy druid. So it was either like a kind of
Oh,
fighty class with heals or a healy class with some fighty stuff.
that makes
And we
sense.
went with so yeah.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
am
That was just
enjoying
based on
it.
like what your answers to my questions were. When I sent I for those in chat, I sent Caleb a little questionnaire to pick his class for him.
Yes, it was perfect.
Yes.
Honestly, I feel
So
like
yeah,
that's.
I'm glad you're.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, do you do that with like most of the groups that you do it with, just to kind of get gauge where everybody is, or is that something you just
No,
like came up
this
with?
is the first time I've ever done this. Every other group I have said make a character and send me your character sheet,
Oh
and I approve
shit!
it. Yours is the first one that I've made for the player, but I thought it was a great way to do it because all of my other players have played before on some level, you know?
Right. Whereas I'm
I
over
thought it
here
would be
just
easier.
overwhelmed.
Yeah, I thought it would be easier, especially since we can't meet in person to do this, which
Right.
would be preferred to make a character sheet, to just make a
Yeah.
character sheet and give it to you, you know?
I'm
Peace
here
peckies.
for it because also it's getting me like giving me the chance to understand the mechanics of them without
Definitely.
quite. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think this is a really great way to do new players.
Without just
Um,
completely screwing myself over in the
yeah.
campaign because
Well,
I didn't know
because
what I was doing.
when you're starting out, you don't understand how stats work. So,
Yeah.
like, you do have to dump something, you know, like, I'll use Octavia as an example. She's got a 0 in intelligence, and that's okay. Like, you have to put the 0 somewhere, you know, like, the +0 has to go somewhere. You're not going to have stats that are balanced all the way. And a lot of people make the mistake of taking their racial bonus. So she's a human. So hers is a bad example because it's just humans give you a +1 bonus to every one of your stats. But let's say that like she was an Aarakocra and she gets +2 to one stat and +1 to one. She might have put the +2 in intelligence to get it up to a +1, but really she should be putting that in charisma because she's a freaking warlock, you know? So a lot of new
Yeah.
players fall into these traps and they totally spec their character wrong and they're stuck in this poorly spec'd character. So I felt like
Yeah.
it was good that I got to spec you and give you a 19 wisdom, yeah, but you also have like a 12 in intelligence, you know? I rolled pretty good on you.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
12 is your lowest, but
I was wondering. Okay.
yeah. You don't have any
Nice.
minuses. You have plus 1 is the lowest thing you have.
That's good. All right.
Yeah. So
That's the
yeah,
thing where you were
that's my little
saying.
rant about new players. That it's like you need Constitution. No one understands that you can't dump that. Like
Yeah. What is
they don't want my character
Constitution?
to be unsmart. Constitution is what gives you hit points.
Oh, okay.
And the only thing it does is give you hit points. It's a saving throw and it gives you hit points, but your skill checks like perception, none of them use constitution. The only thing you will ever use it for is when you're increasing your health, rolling hit die, or making a constitution saving throw. So a lot of new players will dump it because it doesn't seem important, but it's probably the second most important skill in every class. Like your most important
Interesting.
skill is wisdom, your second most important skill is constitution. You know?
Huh. Good to know.
Yeah. So like I can use the hit point calculator really quick just to make an example here.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, HP calculator. So if you were, I'm just gonna use Artificer for no particular reason. If you were a level 6 Artificer with a -1 Constitution, your average hit points would be 27. If you were level 6 Artificer with a +2 Constitution, your hit points would be 45.
Holy shit. Yeah, that
So
makes a
that
difference.
-1 would put you at a 27. That same artificer, same level, same class, same level, +2 con, that's 45 health. It's a huge difference. And people don't
Yeah.
realize that, you know? This is the hill I will die on. Constitution is so important. That like literally like a +1 difference to your constitution can make your character live or die, basically.
Yeah, because I wouldn't know. I would have like hold on, how do I say this? To me, that +1 or -1 does not seem like it would ever be that important. It just seems
No,
negligible.
it doesn't seem like it would have much effect. And dexterity goes into your armor class, so more dex gives you higher armor. So a lot of people will take dex over con to get the higher armor, because if you don't get hit, you don't need health. But +1 to your armor is not as big of a difference as +1 to your con, because that adds up over time. Whereas
I
+1
was
to your armor will always be exactly 1. Your armor doesn't ever change
I was say could
unless you buy more armor.
I was literally just about to say, because you could just buy more armor. Then at that point, could you not?
Yeah, you could, and as you get better armor, so you're in chainmail. So I think
Ooh.
it's 14 plus. Actually, I think chainmail is just a flat 16. If you were in leather armor, it would be 11 plus your dexterity modifier. So if you're
Okay.
in leather armor, you might want to get some more dexterity. That might be tempting to get a higher armor class. But as soon as you buy chainmail, you're not even adding your dexterity anymore. You know?
Right.
So it's like no longer does it affect your AC at all.
Yeah. So gotta kind of like think more long term with that.
Yeah.
But again, I wouldn't know
You should
that.
always be dumping either intelligence or charisma or strength on almost
Okay.
everything. You need dex, you need constitution, and you need whatever your spellcasting class is. So yours is wisdom, Octavia's is charisma. So like her wisdom's not as important, so she can kind of dump that, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Dump is where you put the lowest number.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. I'm gonna remember
So it's
this
nice
for
because you
future
can avoid that,
characters.
those pitfalls, and you just have, you know, the things that you need. Like you're a cleric, so you should be getting more wisdom at all costs, including a minus. If you had a -4 in intelligence and a +5 in wisdom, I'd think that was a good character.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's all your spells, you know. But
Gotcha.
anyway, that's my little rant about stats.
No, I love it. I am so here for this. Because I definitely I see myself playing more D&D in the future, and it'll definitely at some point have
Yeah,
to make my own character sheet.
I'm glad you're liking it. Yeah, I use
Yes.
not sponsored, but I think it's called RPG Bot. Let me see. It is, yeah, rpgbot.net. They have these guides to different classes, and it's less of like you should do this and you should do that, and more of like this is how you optimize your character. Like you're a cleric, you need wisdom, you know.
Nice.
Like
Okay.
flat out says like if you're wearing medium armor and you're doing standard array, which is a way of getting stats, you can roll for stats, you can do standard array, or you can do point buy. They don't, you don't need to understand this. But if you're doing standard array, this is what your stats should be. This is where to put those numbers to make your character a good character, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is super
Gotcha.
nice. And it suggests skills, it suggests backgrounds, which is awesome. You know, so if you are a new player, I recommend that site, so that you can actually look and be like, what the heck is even good for a cleric? You know, like what should I even prioritize?
Right.
And or all, any
Saving
class, they
that.
don't have to. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I'm glad you're enjoying it and you think you want to play more in the future. This is going to kickstart a crippling dice addiction.
It is. It really is. You have no clue.
Mhm.
I may or may not have already looked at some between last
You
week and this.
already came up with your second session.
So they were pretty okay.
You're doomed. I know, I understand it though.
Well, I've
Mine
gotta
are
have at least one pair of my own, like one set of my
have
own.
at least one, and then you need a backup pair in case the first pair rolls bad.
See, the one I was looking at came with 2 sets, so
Well, that's perfect, because then you have a backup dice in case you need to put one in dice jail.
exactly.
You get it, you get it. This is how you end up with 40 dice.
Yes, and you know what? I will love every one of them, okay?
It will be beautiful, yes. Oh,
Yes.
you also don't know who your god is yet.
Oh no, I don't.
You've been getting some contact, but you don't really know who they are.
True. Is this something
Yeah.
that is like me specific, or is it like a vague cleric thing?
So technically, if you're a war cleric, you have a specific god. Like that's kind of how it works. But that's not how I'm doing it. I'm giving you a god. You've been assigned a god.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
So also typically, if you were a cleric, you would have to get to level 10 before you could ever attempt to like contact your god and get them to intervene, divine intervention, and be like, "Hey god, something's going wrong. Can you help?" And they'll help. You know, like you would have to be level 10 to do that. I will let you make a religion check to pray to your god and call for divine intervention, basically.
Okay.
Just at
Nice.
any level, you know.
Yeah.
Because I think it's dumb that they gate that.
Yeah. May the gods have mercy on me.
Exactly. My cleric has 2 different gods actually that he worships.
Oh,
Both of them.
interesting.
They're homebrew.
Nice.
They're cool. They're mean to me sometimes, but they're cool.
That's pretty cool. Mikey asked, "Do y'all have any plans to try and get another person to join, or more people to
So,
join?"
um, I will say this campaign is a short one. I'm planning for it to be between 5 and 8 sessions. So this one overall is going to conclude relatively soon, and then we could kickstart it into another campaign, and that would be a good time to bring in. I don't know if you're interested in bringing other people in, but
Yes,
that would be a better time to bring in more adventurers if you wanted to.
I would definitely be interested in it, and I might know people who would be interested as well.
Yeah.
Because I know have some people like that I know
Awesome.
personally
Yeah, we
that
can
have.
definitely talk about that more as like the this campaign draws to a close, but
Yes,
yeah. You're making progress through it.
yes,
I had
I'm
originally
excited.
intended for it to be 5 sessions with you leveling up every session, but I don't like to just level you up just cause, you know, like you gotta do something cool, like split someone's skull open, so.
Yeah, like earlier
Mhm.
today. Hell
Yeah, you
yeah!
did pretty good. I mean, you beat the crap out of that Vine Blade. You really kicked
Right?
that guy.
Thank you. We had some good
Yeah.
rolls in there.
You did have some good. You're at the mercy of the dice, honestly.
I was. It was because I got the physical ones. That's what it
Oh, it
was.
was yeah. They wanted you to continue using physical ones. Honestly, that sucks sometimes as a DM because sometimes I'll be like, yeah, make a perception check. The DC's like 8 and you roll like a 2, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't show you this very obvious thing now because I can't justify it because you rolled a 2. You know?
Right. Me with what was it? The doors. I was trying to get through that one, and it was just
I know because
nothing.
I had written like that you can make perception checks to like so if you'd made a perception check on the book one you would have heard like rustling paper which would have hopefully guided you towards a book or like running water for the
Yeah,
river
makes
clinking for the
sense.
coin running water for the waterfall like you would have like noticed the feel of the sun on your face things like that but you're just like failing every perception check. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't give you anything.
You're trying to help me out.
You're on your own. I'm trying because I wasn't sure how the riddles will go, so I wanted like a backup plan, which was just to like let you use your senses to kind of start observing like the actual answer to the riddle that your god is like sending you.
Yes, that was a great idea. I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so for it.
I'm a great DM.
Feel free to do more
Thank
more of
you.
this as you will.
Let me update your gold here. You found 20 and then 50, I think.
I know there was
And you
50
had
on the
here,
one.
so you're up to 100 gold.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How much like how meticulously do we track gold for things?
Not. I have anytime Octavia's paid for something, I have not subtracted a single piece of gold from her inventory.
Cause I was thinking about that with the inn. I was like, wait a second. So does every little thing, like, do you count how much gold you have to stay for the inn, and then like,
No, if it's an NPC paying for things, I usually don't deduct anything just because, you know,
and like,
she's found gold along the way that I haven't added, so she's
right,
also paid for things that I haven't deducted. It evens out.
that makes sense. And there might be some things like the shields that I could, but I guess, well, just depends.
Yeah, yeah, it's up to you guys. So
Okay.
yeah, I say as if I'm not literally Octavia and all the NPCs.
Well, okay, so I guess my question is in other like in other campaigns with with more people, would you then start keeping track of it more, I guess?
Yeah, I'd probably keep track. I'd keep track of it for all of the players. I generally, if an NPC is paying for something, it's because I don't care to make the player pay for it. So I'm not gonna make you pay for an inn. You could have easily set up a camp in town instead if you wanted to, but it doesn't matter. So
True. And
I'm
I was
not
thinking
gonna.
like food as well. Like going
Yeah,
to
I don't. I
places.
generally don't deduct food or like inns because you it's kind of assumed that you have whatever rations you need and you can set up a camp. So like if you have an option that involves not paying for it, I tend to not care whether or not you pay. Because like
Okay.
you could eat your rations instead of eating food, you could sleep outside instead of sleeping in the inn. So it's like you know, but you
True.
can't make your own shield, so you're gonna pay for that, you know.
Yeah. And I feel like it
Like you
makes more
can't.
sense to focus more on that than trying to be
Mhm.
meticulous but then not
Yeah,
be
like more
able to.
utility things versus like just passage of time things. Like you have to eat because your character will start taking exhaustion points if you don't. But like a shield is actually useful and helpful, so I feel like that's more worth the cost.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Mhm. So I don't track things super close. But if you're buying magic items, you're paying for them.
I was gonna say I could just magic. I can charisma the in just let us stay there for free anyways.
You just riz up the innkeeper. Octavia probably could because she's got a +4 to that. But
There you go. See, that's why she takes care of the inns. It all makes sense now.
yeah, she's just risen up the barkeep so that she doesn't have to pay.
Yes, you know I support. You go, Octavia. You go.
Yes, go Octavia, you go.
I
Alright, well,
feel
thank
myself
you
getting
for.
delusional a little bit.
I love that. Do it, but
Thank you
that's one of
so
my
much.
character's personality traits in my other campaign. He literally is delusional and has 2 madness traits from the madness table.
Oh, really?
Yeah, straight up.
Oh, shit.
I have to tell you about him sometime because he's
Yes.
wild, honestly.
I do want to know
Um,
more about this.
yeah, it's a lot. I filled a whole notebook from that D&D campaign notes.
I feel like I'm going to with this. Maybe not this one with it, because you said it's not going to be that many sessions, but it
Yeah,
feels like I could.
yeah. I know. I feel that. It depends how detailed notes are, honestly.
True. Well, because I'm also like I've been trying to write down the stats and stuff, or like I mean
Mhm.
the roles of everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah, but not the gems on the doors.
not the gems on the doors. I forgot the things I needed.
I know you do. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. You write down like the least important thing and then not remember like the innkeeper's name or something. You know.
That is just my whole life though.
Mm-hmm.
Just always forgetting to write the thing that is the most important.
I love that.
It's okay. One of these days I'll learn, right?
You got this. You got this.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for playing and thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed.
Yes, and thank you so much for I about said hosting, but for leading
You're very
DM
welcome. This is
DMing this.
very enjoyable.
Yes, I am having a great time with this. And we'll
Me
definitely have to
too.
talk more because I guess 8 sessions, like doing it once a week, I guess that does take up a good like take over a long period of time, but it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
It feels like
So
it's
there
gonna
will
be
definitely
short.
be there will be an opportunity to continue on with this same character after this campaign ends, but you will have wrapped up like
This
the
story.
Octavia questline basically. Like her questline that she's on will be complete.
Got you. Okay, interesting.
Hmm.
We'll definitely have to talk about this more because I want to in the
Yeah,
future.
for sure. We can definitely talk about it more.
Awesome. Okay, okay. We will wrap up the stream for tonight. Okay. Thank you all so much, and again, thank you, Day, for all your hard
You're very
work.
welcome.
If you want, you read my mind. Yeah, if you want to check out the links, my link tree is right there on the screen for you guys. That way you can check out whenever I'm going live. You can get my Twitter as well as the Discord. The Discord we try to notify a little bit sooner so you guys have a heads up of when streams are going to be. Day, I very much appreciate you um letting people know earlier today because I forgot to say something. So yeah,
Of course.
check us out there, and we're gonna be, let's see, same time approximately next week, I assume.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, so around 5:36 Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. Come check us out. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with us today, and thank you to all the VOD viewers as well. Y'all be safe, have a great night. Bye.